All right, this is my current computer setup for the family, and you'll notice that I have one computer, two screens. This screen is just an extra one, and I need to get more than one computer there so that my kids can do their homework and not fight over the one computer. But this is the spot I'm going to build a desk and put it right in this spot. So one thing to think about this is that, first of all, I did it really quickly because I just needed to get something up and running. So it's not meant to look great, pretty. And also, I only used 2 saws, so anybody can do this you don't need a lot of tools. I just used my chop saw and I used my circular saw, and you can do everything with a circular saw, or if you want, you can just use a hand saw and do everything. So I cut out my 2x4s. The long ones are 10 feet long, and I cut them to 9.5 so they fit a little better. And then right here I'm putting nails. I'm just nailing them. And the reason I'm using nails is I figure that nails they're better with shear than the screw is. And I also was planning to use dowels, and the nail is better than dowels for shear as well, but dowels will keep, the problem with nails is that they pull out. So I was trying to, I do multiple types of connecting to kind of get the best of everything. And the nails are cheap. They're 60-penny nails. So I put one in the center of every board, and I glued them. These are just simple butt joints, nothing fancy at all. Just normal framing. Make this as cheap as I can. So my initial thought was to be creative or to up my game and use dowels. They're better than screws for pull out because they won't, over time, they don't wiggle and get loose. Whereas a screw can wiggle and get loose over time, but a dowel won't, especially if it's glued in there. Really good connection. And then I realized that they're expensive and I don't really have the wood. So I decided to use up a bunch of screws I have and a bunch of nails I already have. So each joint has 1 screw and 2 nails. So here I'm pre-drilling, and I probably didn't have to pre-drill, but I did anyways. Just for the benefit. Make sure nothing splits, even though this wood is brand new. And then here, these are the legs, and I'm reusing this old wood that is already stained that we had laying around. So, and what I do is I use staples to staple it, get it square, and I'm gluing it. Make sure it's square. Of course, I'm moving it around, but it does end up being square in the long run. Probably not the most efficient way to do it, but. And then I do a bunch more staples, and then I put screws. These are just like wallboard screws, so not really long. 2 in each joint. And then I don't show it, but later on I even put 16-penny nails just to add more stability. P for plenty. And then here's my clowning around keeps falling, trying to get it to stand upright for the legs. Super simple. And then probably bolts would have been better for this spot, but I used 1 screw again to prevent pull out, and then for shear, because this takes all the shear on these joints, I put 3 16-penny nails. And then you got to cut them because they go through, and that I've got kids, so cut the ends off in the backside. Again, a bolts would probably been better. And then I have this particle board type. It's not hard board. It's like a medium density, not a high density. Anyways, I just use I use my circular saw to cut it, put it in the middle to support it. I figure it'll cut through and cut the tops of the center supports, but just a little bit. So, and again, this is quick and dirty, so I don't use a straight edge. I just eyeball it and follow the line as best I can. And then it doesn't cover the whole, because it's only 8 feet long and the table's 9.5 feet long. So amazingly, the thickness of what I cut off was the right thickness, so I just had to cut the length. That was kind of an interesting measurement. You'll see right here, that's all I had to do. And it fits perfect enough. And then I decided that because the seam is not centered on a support, I glue this on and weight it down, and then later come back after the glue's dried or set. I drop in 6 screws. These are just, again, wallboard screws. Flip it over, and then I'm just putting in so I'm putting in screws, and then the top's not glued down, it's just screwed down. Every support has 3 screws in it, and I countersink them all as well, and they're just wallboard screws again. So if I have to, I can easily take the top off and replace it. And of course, then we router the edge with like a 3/8 round over bit. And then I put polyacrylic, and I did 2 coats. And I sanded in between the coats, and then afterwards, and after they're all done, I sanded it, did a light sanding. So here we have, this is the old spot, or this is the spot we're putting the desk in, and so I got to remove everything. Get my son to help. And we'll probably put the file cabinets in a different room. We got to take all the computer stuff off, and now I get my portable table back to use as a portable table. See, I work really fast. Just got to get everything off, and I'm just putting it on the couches for now until we get everything moved out of the way. It's amazing how stuff accumulates in the corner. Then bring it in. Luckily it fit through the door. I was actually not expecting it to be a little less wide than so the door is just a little wider. Trying to figure out where to put the towers and the printer. But yeah, we definitely could fit 2 computers easily, and maybe even a third one. All right, so I got it all set up for now. We got my normal computer. This one I built 8 years ago, maybe. Still running great. And then this one I actually just bought from Newegg. I was going to build one, but I needed one in a case, and once I started pricing stuff out, that one looked pretty good. I'm not sure if I like it as much, but it is just the purpose of this one is internet and office. It's for the kids to look up stuff on the internet, and it's for the kids to write papers and do schoolwork, and that's it. Whereas, so this one doesn't have, as you know, the graphics card is not great. It has a dual core 3 gigahertz processor. That's not bad, I guess. The printer is hooked up to this one, not to that one, but it's easy to change, and I guess I'd put software there. So the reason why I didn't want to get a laptop for more computers is that this way it forces the kids to be here in the living room where we can monitor what they're doing on the online. Let's see, I had to use a router because the internet comes through the wall here from the TV. The TV right there. So the internet is in that wall, or we get our Comcast cable comes out. There's a router right there, and then it routes to the PlayStation, and then it routes under the floor over to the wall here with just one. I could run 2, but anyways, this does have a Wi-Fi, but why not put a hard line on it? I might take the Wi-Fi off of the motherboard anyways. So that's what the reason for I built the desk. Hopefully it lasts a long time, or at least until I replace it. I do plan on making a nice looking one. This is not looking nice. It was a quick, I need to get a computer up for my kids to quit fighting over time so they can do their homework when they need to. I want to put right here, I'm going to put a third one, maybe move the printer somewhere else. It does have Wi-Fi on the printer, so we could do that, but put another computer right here so we can have 3 computers up here. Maybe do something, I mean, if I put all these cases down, I don't like putting them on the ground because kids are going to kick them, but maybe we'll put them in something to protect them. And cable management is horrendous at the moment. It's just all over the place. It's just the way it is, I guess, for now. Again, this is just a quick throw it up, get it up and running so that we can use it. And then when we're done, I'll use it as a workbench or something. But thanks for watching my video.